This problem, we want to simplify this rational expression. We got x to the third minus 5x squared minus 4x plus 20 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10. Now the top part is grouping. 4 more terms. You have no choice. You have to use grouping. Bottom part is the PST. X squared x, no number in front of our x squared. Let's look at the top part first. We got x to the third minus 5x squared minus 4x plus 20. With grouping, we group the first two terms together, group the last two terms together. First two terms have an x squared in common, so I factor that out, and that gives us x minus 5. The last two terms have they're both divisible by 4. My first term is negative, so I factor out a negative 4. And that gives us x minus 5. Now our goal was to get these parentheses the same, which they are, so I'll factor those out in front. Now to figure out what goes in your second set of parentheses, you can now cross out these x minus 5s, and what isn't crossed out is what goes in these parentheses. So that's x squared minus 4. Two terms of minusing it. That's the difference two squares. So we've got x minus 5, and we'll try to write this as something squared minus something else squared. You take a look at each individual piece, you ask yourself what times itself gives you that. For the x squared, x times x. For the 4, 2 times 2. Now I'm going to label what's inside the first set of parentheses as f for first, what's inside the last set of parentheses as L for last. And this is a formula. Difference two squares is f plus L times f minus L. Now the x minus 5 just carries down out in front. Now wherever there's an f, we'll plug in x, and everywhere there's an L, we'll plug in 2. So we got x plus 2 and x minus 2. So the top part becomes x minus 5, x plus 2, and x minus 2. Let's look at the bottom part. We got x squared minus 3x minus 10. We said PST. We take the number at the end, ignoring the sign. So we got 10. And we're going to create our 3 columns. P column, we write down all products, give us 10. We got 1 times 10, 2 times 5. In the S column, S for sum, we add these together. 1 plus 10 is 11. 2 plus 5 is 7. D, for difference, we subtract smaller from larger. 10 minus 1 is 9. 5 minus 2 is 3. The number we're looking for is a number in our middle term, which is a 3, which is right here, which means we use 2 and 5. Put 2 here, put 5 here. Now our larger number in the P column that we're using, which is the 5, is always going to be the same sign as the middle term, which in this problem is negative. Number I circled over in the difference column, D for different signs. So if the 5 is negative, then the 2 has to be positive. So the bottom part factors this way. X plus 2, x minus 5. Now with step 1. Simplifying rational expressions, you factor the top, factor the bottom. Step 2, cancel if possible. Well, here's an x plus 2, here's an x plus 2. Those cancel. Here's an x minus 5, here's an x minus 5. Those cancel. The only thing we're left with is x minus 2. So that's our answer.